Hello everyone. Welcome to Chicken Police Part 1, presumably. Yeah. This is a game of anthropomorphic animals solving some kind of crime. I don't really know what's happening, but I'm excited to check it out. We'll see what it's all about. Here. Probably check out the first, I don't know, 2 hours or so. Select language. Probably English would be best. I gotta look over here. This is gonna be real, might be real dark on Twitch. Let's see. Looking at the preview on Twitch itself. Okay. You probably get to see it how they want the thing to be seen, which is like barely visible. Nope, I forgot to. Audio warning. Drop that just a little bit. Alright. Extras. Cutscenes, art gallery. Achievements. Ooh, they have a whole list. Cool. I'll even have the hidden ones. Hidden. How many? First chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter. Reach the ending. Oh, maybe we'll just do like the first chapter of it. Maybe this will be like a little 5-part mini-series or something. We'll see how long it takes. I don't anticipate it taking super long, but I also couldn't find a review that had a whole lot of time lengths in it. This game is very loud. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Save slot 3, and we'll jump on in here. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Oh, that's cool. Holy shit, I love this so much.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Move myself so you can see the
What could
subtitles.
possibly go wrong?
Clawville City. What does that mean?
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
I don't like how horny this chicken is. Oh. Point and click adventure. Alright. So we have some pictures. Left stick navigates, right moves the camera. You can zoom. Okay. We have a notepad that we can pull up. Alright. The Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santonio Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. This is a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police itself. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundations, 4 nations had joined forces, represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's, the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name, the City of 1,000 Colors. Alright, stats, okay. 1 of 32 scenes and 2 of 27 codex entries. Alright, dope, cool. I'm a greenhorn. Nice. Just a bunch of people. All right. Okay. So that's our little notebook. Old books.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Thank God all of this is voiced.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Let's see. Oh, cool. We can... Hold on. 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Oh, no answer for 69, 69, 69? Alright, hang on, hold on. What about... Hang on, let's try... 4, 2, 0, 4, 2, 0. 420, 420? Huh? No answer. Damn. Okay, well, all the good numbers, neither of the good numbers worked.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
New function, inventory. New item.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Okay, so we have 3 items now. Oh.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Ironic, but Ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you.
Alright. What else do we have in here? The
I wanted
wilderness?
to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not.
I appreciate that she's waiting so patiently for me to look at everything.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
I love the idea that there's just this detective commenting on everything while she's like, I like really could use some help here. And he has his hand on the wall and he's looking at pictures and he's like, I saw it at a shoe store. I had no idea what it meant or what it had to do with shoes. She's like, sir? Sir?
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Alright. Should we turn on the light? Ah, better. That's better.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I don't even know what these papers are.
Alright, now that I've sufficiently looked at everything. Did I look at the city?
Maybe I'm just old, and while I'm clucking about nothing ever changing, everything changes. You've gone out of style, old bird. Accept it and move on. Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
What?
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
What? Okay. People, Deborah. Name, Deborah Ibanez. Species, Impala. Gender, female. Special feature, pretty and fragile, nothing too special. She runs errands for her employer, sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. Alright. The Wild Ones. Three gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They are the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Hareti is the goddess of creation. Patapi is the lord of destruction, and Nikavati is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
New function. Oh, we're going to question people. Noise. Clues. The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Okay, focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject, John Doe. Focus, the fellow is rather suspicious. I need to be concrete on that. Focus, suspicious, impressions, suspicious. Detective beater. Alright. Is he suspicious? I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Okay. Gather information from the suspects. Every impression adds a new question line. A new impression, question, so many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Try to keep it on the positive side, okay? Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
That is a fucking terrible sentence. Okay, focus. I must be cautious and smart. She seems shy, which I can use to my advantage, but I must be careful. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll let you read the questions.
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
That seems like it'll not go well. New impression, doubtful. Shy, doubtful.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
Ibanez. Okay. Deborah Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
What? Why?
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay, plus 10.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
That's a...
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Hiding something?
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
I'm a fucking horny chicken.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Alright, plus 15.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
May have been the wrong question.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Oh, geez, negative 40?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Nice! Important clue, the employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster Ivan Wessler. Final thoughts. The legendary chick of police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work. The victim, a lady, is okay. Mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer, is a certain Miss Natasha Kachenko. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster Ivan Wessler. She runs errands for her employer, sophisticated lady, but only for a particular, okay? She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ivan Wessler, to put it mildly. This explains the cloud of fears surrounding Miss Ibanez. Okay, here we have Natasha Kachenko, Katz, female. She has remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble. So am I. She is the employer of Miss Deborah Ibanez. Allegedly, she's receiving serious threats. Currently, the girlfriend of notorious gangster Ivan Wessler explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. Okay. Hobart Ivan Wessler, species rat. Special feature, good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman.
I know Molly very well.
Oh.
Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay, so we're getting all kinds of new... I'll find Natasha at the Tsar Club. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps she has very good informants. I must find out what the connection is. Alright, so we have Lewis here. Lewis C. Hayworth, Rabbit, male, an old friend of mine. He is stuttering heavily when he talks. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he is my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. Lewis's number is 555-932. The Tsar Club, one of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties. Ooh. And the hardest fists. What? Owners of the juiciest booties and the hardest fists frequent the place. And it's famous for not serving cops, except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. So hang on. 932. Oh.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. Could I ask you a few more questions, Deborah?
Feel free, Sonny. I've already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more. So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the same?
Not even you can see the world as that black and white. Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
Ibn
It's
Wessler.
not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny. So this Natasha dame.
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see. But
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some
Ibanez.
things to take care of.
Ibanez.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Okay. The HQ of the department, aka the meat grinder, a huge dark building for shady people, and I don't necessarily mean those who are sitting in the jail. Scene types. Main scenes. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next main scene. Closed scenes. Closed scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Top tip. Pick the next main scene if you are absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Okay, so I have a couple of them that are locked. I can't change any selection. Ooh, we're getting a
It was
real
New
late
Year's
title
Eve,
card.
And I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1. Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. Back in the day, I used to patrol the city streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the Chief.
For the crown, for the king, public service, serve, protect. We need you, citizen.
Phyllis and Roy's. 2 hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, gods. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Okay. So we have Carton Phyllis, hedgehog, male. I hate him. A real little ass plug. He is too small of a fish in the ocean to be worth bribing. And then we have Mason Royas, porcupine, male. I hate him almost as much as I hate his partner Phyllis. Big and dumb, he resembles my partner Marty a little, except that Reyes doesn't have a kind heart.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement. Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic.
Hey, you can't know until you try, bro.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. Not a chance without registration. Monica will crucify me if I just let myself in. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk.
Oh, found one. Check the police story. Belle of the Panthers. Panthers? Alright, what do we... So we have Boscarelli, Chowhound, Nadas, dog, male. They say he is able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why you get the nickname Chowhound. We also have Monica Rosen, hummingbird, female. She can watch over 1,000 things at once, and she is an angel. Mort Mardigan, Komodo dragon, male. He is old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. Lucius Wilford Bloodboil, dog, male. Chief is a real legend. He also hates me. We have Zip H. Humphrey or Murphy, raccoon, male. An old enemy who became a good friend over the years.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
New personal info. New function, ask. Okay. Oh, I forgot I can move the camera around. Okay.
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Boom, got him.
Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
This is the horniest fucking chicken in the world.
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Bloodboil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeff is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Dr. Reginald B. Bubo, Eagle Owl, male. Morphinist, neurotic, old and ugly. But he's an old friend from the golden days of the Chicken Police. A light-fingered bastard, he's blind as a bat, but also one of the biggest scoundrels the city's ever seen. He could have been a good guy, but got lost somewhere halfway, and now he's too old to save himself. There was some fight in a club where Mort was at. What a surprise. He's an old friend, so I could put in a good word for him.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
I keep thinking they're gonna put Bloodborne where Blood Boil is.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
One of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Okay. Nothing there. Talk to him. Detective Boscarelli, alias Bosco. He works in the Predatory Division as I do, or as I used to be more precise. And then we have this on Monica. The heart and soul of the police department. She is a hummingbird in theory, but many say she is a real angel who fell from the sky. When I used to come to the station daily, her presence was the sugar in my bitter morning coffee. Alright, so we should be good here.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
Let's see. Oh, Codex entries. Moses and Plato. Moses is a Tibetan sand fox, and Plato is a palace cat. They're old rivals of Sonny and Marty, currently working at the Clawville PD's Homicide Division.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Hey you, if you let the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your clucking ass.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Aim your gun at the enemies, avoid shooting the hostages. Simple as that. You reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. Shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time, while hitting hostages does the opposite. It's all up to you. Choose wisely and fire away. Oop! Oop! Ooh, whoops. Shot an elephant. My bad. No achievements out of this so far. $5,000 points at the shooting range. 2,100. Oh god. Ah, close. 35. God damn it. Fuck. Harder than it looks. It does not help that it is on the left stick. Fucking elephant. God damn it. Fuck out of the way. Oh, that was so close. I think I would have been so close if I didn't shoot that elephant. All right. Bad start. God damn it. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. You have the achievement. Just move on. Jeez, I almost shot that lady. All right. All right, one achievement down, 34 to go.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
New personal info. We've been partners for almost 10 years. Hard years. We've been partners for almost 10 long, hard years. Boy, I read that all wrong. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end, and I can count on him in every way, especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
It's Clawville,
That's
baby.
True, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What have you heard about the...
Yeah, it is.
Oops.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, 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 you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn Clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
Have I already told you it's a pleasure working with you again?
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The Midnight Madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement? Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Why is it so quiet in here?
The Midnight...
My time...
And you're trespassing.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so.
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
Okay, okay.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, hey, hey! Careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip
Take
this
off all
part?
your
It's
clothes.
New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Whoa. Naughty words.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too. We can't avoid...
Lucius Wilford Bloodboil. Dog. Male. Chief is a real... Oh, I already read that part. He is my boss and the living statue of justice. He's tough, ruthless, and above all, unbribable. And of course, he is a racist bastard, but still, I don't want to be here when he retires, to witness how chaos devours Clawville good. For good. This place is famous for its exceptional coffee and the exceptionally frequent whims that the place is still. What? This place is famous for its exceptional coffee and the exceptionally frequent whims that take place around it. Well, it's not an assurance of life operating any joint outside of Roachtown. I feel like I'm not reading that correctly, but that's fine. So this one, the Hive, Roachtown, Cobbler District. Cobbler District, aka are also known as the Hive or Roachtown, was once part of the city, but then became a walled-off ghetto where 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of a civil war multiple times already.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Go to the Hop Dog.
The Hop Dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again? Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. Did this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
We don't serve bugs here.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the Hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food. in the most expensive restaurants.
My Xbox One is running super hot. Alright. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Cool down.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
That audio is like picking up on the microphone. Alright, bud. Whew. Oh, you're real warm. Hang on. Let's do this. I think I had to do this the other day on stream too.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Hang on, I need to move the PS4 off the top of this. Come on.
Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
Nope. Sorry, off the microphone. Oh my god.
You're right.
Yep, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Got a achievement. Okay.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
Bacon and chocolate. What? Pancakes. Meat and cheese. Ham and tomato.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner. What insight?
Fuck the king. Where did all the colors go?
Well, that's a good question, pal.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Oh. That display at the top is poorly worded. Nothing there. Zip H. Murphy, raccoon, male. Oh, that's not. Timothy Saltwater, seagull, male. Loud, annoying, and overly enthusiastic. And unfortunately, he is the #1 fan of the Chicken Police. Meat substitutes. Meat replacement or meat substitute foods made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism in the world, or in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread nowadays and are not only popular with predators but all kinds of animals.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Boy, they really went out of their way for that one, huh? The Zip is getting old. He still has connections. It's worth questioning him about everything, but time has had its way with him.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Zip is getting old. Nope. He used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole city in a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be a rather useful informant. She owns the Czar Club. He's been acting quite strange recently, as if he's trying to withdraw from his own shady business to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but this just isn't like him. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Mongrel Mick the Marauder. Mick is one of the most infamous henchmen of Ivan Wessler, known by many other scary nicknames, thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Marty have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters with feathers intact.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Zip was delivering information to Ivan up to a couple years ago. He was already working as a police informant then, so he may have been reporting on to both sides. Sneaky little bastard.
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman is it, huh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat. That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice. Makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club. Just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I cluckin' will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
She was a singing sensation of the millions and later became the owner under Ivan's patronage. Not much is known of her past before this, though. What if I talk to him one more time? What else?
You sure talk a lot.
And maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me.
All right. How do I leave? Was there something else I need to do?
What's this no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one here.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
What's this no insect?
What do you...
What?
That's it.
Camera. Oh, okay.
Yee, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. No, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
True. Except for Monica.
Monica is a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
I don't have anything else I can really grab.
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild god's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
Hello, gents. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's just fine, Sonny.
Well, look, the chick police are together again. What a time to be alive. Am I right, Royce?
You're right, Fuss.
Hey, that reminds me. Look at what I found under my coat. It's Her Majesty Big Bertha in the flesh.
Whoa, 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 don't shoot. We were just joking, okay? We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I was just joking too. I'll never get bored with these two. They're so cute.
I wonder why they thought you would shoot at another cop.
Hey, it's just happened once, okay? Am I right, boys?
You're right, Marty. And we all know it was an accident.
See?
Found the PlayStation 2. I was all of a sudden like, where'd that go? Alright, let's just go to Club Czar. Move this along a little bit.
And the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird. One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
A country inhabited exclusively by birds. It's a picturesque modern place governed by a democratic parliament. It's bordered by 2 seas, and its economies built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. Excuse me. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, except for the Great Meat War and except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint throughout known history.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
So we have another new codex entry. Clawville Chronicle is the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city, so famous that is also being read beyond Clawville's borders and not just in the colonies. This paper was the paper that first published an article about two heroic roosters, aka the Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the Seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kinda deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Oh, alright.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Alright. Advertisement tower.
Huh. I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So I guess all that's left to do is to look at...
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal. We're expected in the VIP. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen,
Forgot I had the
how can I help you on this wonderful chilly
autoplay
night?
on.
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like, coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to.
Shouldn't have picked this one.
You have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Oh, shout out to Lewis. Just a cool dude, you know?
The jazz
just being a bro.
Overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
There's a lot going on here. Alright. Tsar Club. 2 minutes ago. Okay. Alright. So what happens at the Tsar Club? We will find out next. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Owl. How you doing? We'll find out next time on Chicken Police. I'm not exactly sure how far we are from the end of the chapter or whatever, but it's getting a little late, and I streamed longer than I anticipated I would stream after getting kind of a late start and playing a little bit more of Yes tomorrow than I thought I would. But we will pick this up probably next Friday. Tinker around with this and play some more of that as well. So if this was interesting to you, you're catching this on YouTube. I'll be playing it sometime on Friday. Check my Twitter at ShaunosaurusRex for more information about the streams that I am doing over there. And until next time, keep solving mysteries. Or detectives. Detect goodly. Have a good one.